Hey everybody, welcome to my video. So today we're going to be testing something in Farming Simulator 17 that I have wanted to test for a long time, ever since I've started playing the game, and that is, can you harvest a contract field by running it over? So in this game, there is no native crop destruction, so you can drive around in your field and nothing will happen, your crops will be fine. But there's a mod called the crop destruction mod, and it allows you to destroy crops in the field if you run them over. So what I want to do is I want to test if I can accept a harvesting contract on a field, but instead of actually harvesting the field, I just run over all the crops in the field with a vehicle and see what happens. You know, will it act like it's been harvested because all the crops gone? Will nothing happen? I don't know. I've never tried it, so we're gonna give that a try and see what happens. But the field of choice is at least for the first test, is this one that I'm driving to right now, and that's field 13 over here. I do not yet own field 13, so that's this field right here. It's got potatoes in it, and as you can see, if I drive through it, the potatoes, they disappear. So if you know, as you can see, it's still a full field, but you can make the crops disappear if you run them over. So if I go over here to this icon and I open up the menu, you can see this lady, she's in a bit of a pickle, and she needs our help. This field is ready earlier than she expected, and all of her regular guys are tied up with other work. Boy, what a shame. So if she doesn't get it in quick, it'll go past prime and be useless. And I get $69,000 if I harvest it. That's awfully convenient. So the reason everybody hated missions in this game, hated these contracts, is because you have to do it all in one sitting. You can't take breaks. You can't shut out the game or anything. And this one takes 145 hours to do. And this is a small field. This is why everybody hated it. So this is the harvester you get if you accept the contract, and she'll let you use it to harvest the field. And yeah. So what I want to do is I want to accept the contract, and I want to run this over with something, run over all the potatoes and see what happens. So we need a big vehicle. And so I think the vehicle of choice is going to be this big bud right here. And we're going to put the triple wheels on it. And so let's buy that. And let's go to the store. And there it is. That is very large. I think that will work quite nicely. So I'm going to go get a truck and a drop deck trailer to haul it up there, because this thing only goes 19 miles an hour, and I don't feel like driving it all the way to the field. So yeah. Okay, so I'm at the shop with my trailer here, so we're just gonna get in the truck and we're going to throw the big bud on here. I'll probably have to lengthen the trailer. With this trailer, you can back up to it, you can hook up to it, and then you can slide your mouse around and make it really long. So now I have a really long trailer. So let's go get in the big bud here. And one thing, ooh, do they touch? Oh, almost. One thing you may notice about this is that this big bud is just a hair wider than this trailer. Oh, yeah, it's just a hair wider than this trailer. So it's gonna overhang just a little bit, and that could cause some issues. So I'll probably turn off the AI traffic, because they just make my life miserable. This may not work as well as I had hoped. We'll see. we'll see. Okay, so I've got the bud on the trailer and I've got it hooked up to the truck. And I now remember why I hated hauling stuff in this game. Because there's no way to attach your load to the trailer. You can't strap it down. There are straps, but they only work for like pallets and stuff. So you just have to be very, very careful to try not to fling stuff off your trailer. And so I will probably fail at some point and have some issues and have to put this back on the trailer. Okay, so what I'm realizing is that this truck doesn't really have much power, and I'm going slower than I would if I just drove the tractor. So I might just do that. Okay, so change of plans. Turns out the in-game semi-truck doesn't do so good pulling this massive hunk of metal here. And so I'm just driving it there because we ended up going slower using the semi. So I'll see you there. Okay, so I'm here at the field, and as you can see, if I take the big bud forward and pull it back, leaves a nice big swath of destruction, but it misses a couple rows in the middle. So I'll have to run over those with something else, or I'll have to run over those again. Let's go ahead and accept the contract here. And here's the harvester. So I'm gonna go get in my big bud, and it's pissed off at me for not being in. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So apparently, if I get in a different vehicle, then it won't let me finish the contract, even though I'm on the field. So we're gonna have to go to plan B. Alright, so I reset the mission, and as you can see, when it reset, it replaced the potatoes that I ran over. So that's interesting. So instead, since we know that that won't work, instead what we're going to do is we're going to entirely run over the field and see if that makes any difference. So I'm going to run over the field entirely and then see if I can still accept the contract. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that there's still a mission available, because I don't think it would have revoked it, but we'll see. Yep, okay, so we still have the harvesting mission. So I'm going to go ahead and run over this field, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, and that is all the potatoes gone. There is not a single potato left on this field. So, now that all the potatoes are gone, let's see what the owner of this field thinks. What's going to happen to our contract? Well, look at that. It's changed. I've got a field out there that's thirsty for slurry. So if you came looking for work, you've got it. So it looks like the game just treats it like the field's been harvested. I mean, it looks, I mean, the ground texture is correct for harvesting. So let's check the map. So we're here at field 13, and it is listed still as potatoes, but let's look at growth. Look at that, harvested. So it looks like we've harvested the field, but it wasn't really under a contract. So I guess the answer is, to the question, can you harvest a field by running it over? The answer is yes. You don't get any crop from it, you don't get any money, but the game lists the field as harvested, and you waste 15 minutes of your time. So, yeah, I guess that's our answer. The answer is yes. You can harvest a field in Farming Simulator 17 by running it over. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button, as they say. Or if you didn't like the video, feel free to hit the dislike button. It won't show up anyway, so I don't care. So thanks for watching, and God bless.